Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Natural vegetation and wildlife. Already I've viewed the part 1 and part 2, which dealt about natural vegetation. And now we are going to learn from this part 3, the wildlife. This is a very interesting topic. As we know that natural vegetation in India are in variety. Same manner, wildlife are also colorful and varied in its own way. Now, you have learned in natural vegetation in the previous parts, in India is having its diverse features according to the land. So, features of land are having an influence over the adaptation of animals. And same manner, the vegetation too. So, you will be learning the varied varieties of species that are prevailing in India. Now, what are endangered species? Before we look into the various species that prevail, the more important thing that you have to focus is about endangered species. Now, the animals are so colorful, as I said, they are in the variety and diverse in its own way. But the threat is towards these kind of animals, and they are only called as endangered species. Now you are going to know that a large number of species are endangered, that is, birds and animals that are in danger and they are getting extinct. These are all called endangered species. Now, what are migratory birds which once visit in India? So, migratory birds are nothing but that move from one country to another or one place to another due to certain climatic reasons that is having a difficulty in its survival. So in that particular season, certain birds move away to the other region and then come back to their own home country. So birds that migrate from one region to another, traveling in thousands to build nests, raise their young ones, and go back later are called migratory birds. Like Siberian birds, they come during winter season to India and go back to in summer. So Siberian birds are one example that come from Siberia, which is very cold and it's very difficult for the Siberian birds to hatch its eggs. So it comes to India. Now you can have these birds viewed in the Chilika Lake around. So the ones that visit India are the Siberian crane and the flamingo. Now here the Siberian crane, can you see how beautiful they are? Flamingo, how colorful they are. So wildlife found in Ladakh region. Yak, shaggy, horn, wild axe, Tibetan antelope, varal, all these have fur according to the climate because it's high altitude region and these animals have to adapt themselves in the cold and they have by nature a lot of fur to their body. And yak is a good transporter. It is used for transportation of people as well as goods from the hilly regions to the hill, foothills. as camel in the desert. So yak is very important in the cold desert region like Ladakh. Now ibex, bear, snow, leopards, red panda and all we will be viewing in the later uh, slides which will be picturizing its own beauty. This is the yak with fur. It has the fur over its body that protects it from cold. So by nature they have got the protection. Now Bharal is like you can see that it's like goat. Now Kian, it is like ass, wild ass. I hope you are enjoying different pictures related to the wildlife that will exist in India. They are as colorful and different in its beauty, and they are dependent on the land. Different land features are there, which makes the influence in its existence. The shaggy horned wild ox, you can see, it looks like a buffalo, wild buffalo, Tibetan antelope, like these. So you're seeing all the cold region in India, this kind of animals are prevailing. So wild sheep, white in color. How white they are. Ibex, it's like goat. So each region animal differs in its own way according to the region, climatic region. Now you're viewing the mountainous animals that live in the cold region. Himalayan black bear, snow leopard. It has its own structure, not the normal leopard like. According to the cold, the snowy area, it's white in color and has a fur too to protect it from the cold. Here, red panda. So you can see how furry the body is that protects it from the severe cold in Ladakh. Now, you can see that what is the conservation about the flora and fauna, why it is so important. So you have to know that 90,000 animal species and 2,000 species of birds constitute 13% of the world total. And you can see that 2,546 species of fish, nearly 12% of the world's stock, are existing in India. 5 to 8% of world's amphibians that prevail both land and water are also here in India. So these are so important. Already so many animals are in danger. So we have to protect the present animals and the birds at least. So we have to learn that how to protect them. There are periodic surveys done by the government and census are taken by depending on the plants and animals to see the latest status and trends. So how important the conservation? What do you mean by conservation? You have learned already in the lower class. Conservation is nothing but saving the resource. And here wildlife are important resource for us. They belong to the nature and they are important for human being survival too. So Project Tiger, Project Rhino, Chris undertaken to save them from getting extinct. Already cheetah in India is in extinct. So there are 16 tiger reserves that are protected by the government. And wild sanctuaries are 49, and bird sanctuaries and national parks about 89 have been set up in order to conserve this kind of wildlife. So what are biosphere reserves? Now, biosphere reserves are nothing but the wild animals and vegetation and human beings are surviving in a place where all are in contact with the physical spheres that help him to survive. Now, biosphere reserves are nothing but multi-purpose protected areas where every plant animal species will be protected in its own natural way. So, the major goal of setting up these reserves is to preserve the genetic diversity, that is, the variations in its own features. As Indians are diverse in their culture and language, same way these animals and vegetations are in variety. So diversity is crucial natural ecosystem, they have to be preserved. So the major objective is to conserve and maintain diversity and integrity. That is, in diversity there should be an integrity. They have to be bonded in their uh, existence. So the natural heritage of the nation, as you know, the peacock is a national bird we respect. Same way the tiger is a national animal, and you know how beautiful the Bengal tiger is of India. So we have to protect our nation's heritage, and these animals and birds are heritage as they are fauna and the flora, you know already the vegetation. So to promote research on ecological conservation, other aspects of environmental preservation are taken into consideration. To provide facilities for education, awareness and training is to be the main objective of the country. Now, name the biosphere reserves that include the World Network of Biosphere. This is a question kept for you. What are they? Where are they located? As you know, Nilgiri at the tri-junction of Kerala, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. So this is very important to know. And Nanda Devi branches, Gulf of Mannar, Tamil Nadu. So here you have the biosphere reserves that include the World Network of Biosphere. So Sundarbans, etc. in West Bengal. Yeah. So these are the questions raised for you. You can find it and learn. Uh, If it is learned, you can know that how wonderful animals are surviving in various parts of India. Now, Nilgiri is a tri-junction. This is a picture that shows you Nanda Devi Uttaranchal, the biosphere reserve, Meghalaya in the northeast. Now, Great Nicobar, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, how beautiful the species are. Gulf of Mannar, Tamil Nadu. Manas, Assam. Sundarbans, tidal forest is there existing and the animals related to it are Bengal tiger, for example. Simlipal in Orissa. You can see that various vegetation and the wildlife in Assam, Bihang in Arunachal Pradesh, how thick forests they are and how the wildlife will be preserved. Panchamari in Madhya Pradesh. You can see the Sikkim. These all are the reserves. Now, where are the following animals found? This is an interesting question for you. Elephants in hot, wet forests, they do not do. Adapted, very important to learn. Lions, tiger, both are prevailing in India. It's rare to see such animals, both kind of animals existing in one place in swampy and marshy lands of Assam. Rhino also in West Bengal. So in Gir, Gujarat, you can see the lion. Camels, of course, Rajasthan. In the forest of Madhya Pradesh, the Sundarbans of West Bengal and the Himalayan region in the Thar desert, you can see the camels. Camels are very important for the desert region. Run of Kutch area. They are the good transport for the desert, sandy area. And of course, your Bengal tiger for the Sundarban that was prevailing in West Bengal. And of course, the lion in Gujarat. And one horned rhinoceros in Assam. So you can see this elephant which was listed out in the hot wet areas like India. This is one horned rhino in Assam. Swampy area region which prevails. More rainforest prevailing areas. Lion, of course, Gir one in Gujarat. How majestic it looks, king of forest we say, isn't it? So these beautiful, majestic animals can be experienced only in India like country where both lion and tiger are prevailing. Beautiful Bengal tigers. You can see what the features are. It's called the national animal for India. Royal Bengal tiger. The camels in the desert. Isn't it a good view for you? And this is a wild ass. So you can see this kind of diverse wild animals as the flora is as the fauna that are existing in India. As the people are colorful and varied, as their language, as their culture, the animals and plants, trees are also in diverse manner. So you can only enjoy it in India this kind of things which are diverse in nature. The peacock, which is the national bird, how beautiful it is. It prevails in India. Desert fox, of course, in desert region. Isn't it interesting to see this kind of animals, rare animals that you don't see every day? So, what are the things that are major threats to this kind of species which are in extinct? Hunting by the greedy hunters, and mostly are the armchair hunters who want to pose that they are great hunters. They buy all this hunting with commercial purpose for which the hunting is done are used by the armchair hunters who don't go exactly for hunting but they purchase. For their demand, the hunting is done by the greedy hunters. It's also called poaching. Pollution due to chemical and industrial waste is also affecting these kind of animals. And alien species that are introduced in our country that are from abroad are also not helping for these animals. reckless cutting of forests to bring land under cultivation. So it is the deforestation reason the animals are in extinct. Now, how to protect? What are the steps taken by the government? 14 biosphere reserves have been set up in the country to protect flora and fauna. Four out of these are in Sundarbans, Nanda Devi, Gulf of Manna, as I've shown the pictures, included in the World Network, and financial technical assistance is given by the government since 1992. Project Tiger, Project Rhino, Project Great Indian Buster, it's a D, and many other economic development projects have been introduced, and 89 national parks, 49 wildlife sanctuaries, and zoological gardens are set up to take care of natural heritage. So I hope you have enjoyed this wonderful topic and experienced the varied animals that are found in India. And hope the day was good for you. And view the video and don't forget to press our subscribe button. Thank you.